Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Talk star, politics and pop culture straight from the heart. From the good old days to what's breaking today, we debate it all, we don't run away. Now Twitter fingers throwing shots all night. Now Facebook wars, I forget what's right. We speak our minds, yeah, we say it out loud. Throw a little shade, but we keep it proud. Welcome to the Silverbacks Lounge, where the real ones talk and the truth goes round. Chat stays lit and the sun stays strong, even though we never stay on topic long. We debate, relate, maybe roast just a bit, but it's all love when we're ending it. Pull up a seat, come bounce at the Silverback Lounge. 1 minute policy, next minute memes. Back to the 90s and hoop dreams. Hot takes flying but respects the code. We build it up while the jokes get bold. Yeah, we might toss an insult or two, but if you laugh with us, we laugh with you. Welcome to the Silverback Lounge, where the right days live and the thoughts profound. Best chat on the net and we say it proud, even when nobody stays on topic loud. Politics, culture, past and present announced. Tune in, turn it up, come bounce. Have a Silverback Lounge.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to our second Silverbacks Lounge. For tonight, we got a few updates from the Iran things. I just kind of want to talk where to go from here. There's just a few things I want to say before I invite people up there. Just because on Sunday, there, I hardly got to say anything, and it didn't even stay on topic very long there. So. With me, I do got Resolute Germ. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
No, I haven't needed bail money yet. I'm gonna be sore for the next couple of days because I'm edge grinding.
Yeah, you're pulling off that trailer park chic look real well. You look like you just got off an episode of Cops.
Yeah. Hey, only I won't turn a warning into 9 felonies.
That's smart.
All right, but let's say hi to the chat, then we'll. Yeah, I'll fight it out in court. I won't fight on the street because that just adds more charges you have to fight. And welcome, LDG. I did hurry up. And I was on time, JPs. I was on time. Grill may be like he's making a review of some bizarre flavored beer and energy drink. Which reminds me, after this drink here, I got some Final Stroke cherry and some Sprite mixed together. After that, I might go grab one of those off-handed beers. UTEP. He needs to review the Big Arch. I don't know what the Big Arch is. It got released in the U.S. today. I don't know what the Big Arch is.
McDonald's burger, and it's not released.
Oh, fuck McDonald's
across the U.S. It is in some
McDonald's.
markets now. It's not entirely nationwide yet.
Yeah, fuck McDonald's. I won't eat McDonald's here. Well, welcome, Kevin. Welcome, and
it's
welcome,
the only
Scurvy.
thing you won't eat. I've seen those damn shorts, Gorilla. You're documenting your way to diabetes.
Yeah. So, hey, at least with Doctor asks how this happened, go just check out my YouTube channel. You know, And it's welcome to Sci-Fi Sit Down. We will win. Yeah, but what at what cost are we going to win here? Well, and welcome, Admiral Teague. Now, first thing I want to say is there's a thing going on with Spain where Spain says they're not going to let us use our bases that we built over there in Spain or use their bases or whatever. So Trump cut off trade and all these fucking libtards. We're going, oh, they bruised Trump's eagle, bruised Trump's eagle. No, yeah, what it is we got the most worthless NATO member there, and fucking Spain is fucking worthless. They won't pay their fair share. They don't even probably got a fucking military. They count on everybody else to fucking defend them there. When NATO right now they want 5% of your GDP towards NATO, and fucking Spain even won't even commit to that. Not only that, when with that 2% at they're only doing what 0.08, and their economy's not that freaking big there. So basically, they're getting defense for free while they fund all these goddamn social programs. No, fuck you. You can't even commit to your NATO thing, and now you're just gonna boost out. It's not like we don't have any other bases. We can use France's bases because France is even sending ships over there now. Now we can use any one of Britain's fucking bases. They're sending ships now. Italy will let us use their bases. We got what's that one in Germany? Ramstein Air Force Base. Israel will definitely let us use any of their fucking bases to land our fuelers and all that other shit there. So it's not a big loss. It's a fucking absolutely no loss. It's not bruising the ego. And all right, fine. We won't trade. You want to be a fucking little bitch? Fine. We won't fucking trade with you. People are like, because what do we really get from them? They're like, no, we get olive oil from them. We can get that from fucking Italy there. And then they go, oh, we get wine. Jerm, have you ever heard of a Spanish wine?
Yes, they're not very good.
Okay, because all I see is French and American wines when I go to the liquor stores. And I sister ask her if she's ever had a fucking Spanish wine. What else do we get from them? A couple of pharmaceuticals, but we get those from Japan. We get them from South Korea. We get them from China. We get them from we get some from Syria. We get them from all over the place. So what else? What else does Spain offer? Anything?
Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah. So everybody's like, "This is bruising an ego." No, we're just cutting off a little fucking arm tag there that's just bugging them. That's there.
These smaller countries need to learn their place. We're on top of the world. You have to do what we say, or you're basically getting cut off.
All right.
They let themselves get too dependent on us, and now fuck them. Their opinion don't matter.
Yeah, did you see that Freudian? Now, another thing I wanted to address here is the I want to address what there's that. Did you see that Freudian slip from that congressman that said that we are at war? But then he walks back when we were not at war. They declared war on us. Well, technically,
Congress's opinion means about as much as the Spanish's opinion means.
Yeah, and hey, Suzanne, hey, Hakeem, I'll get to the chats here in a little bit there. But here's the thing. Why is it all of a sudden a problem that we're doing military actions? I mean, Bush has done it. Fucking Obama really went fucking nuts with Libya, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen. Now those were declared fucking wars in there. And but fucking Bush, they were responding to 9/11 there. Clinton did a bunch of military actions there in Africa, I believe it was. senior there. We went to war in Iraq there with the Gulf War. Reagan annihilated a fourth or a half of the fucking Iranian fleet in like 8 minutes. There, then
Trump took care of the rest of it.
well, we're still working on it. Those little fucking speedboats they got are a little fast, but Carter he did some military actions also. So don't even get me started on the fucking Vietnam War. You had to create none of these were fucking declared wars. So why is it all of a sudden it's a problem that we're doing military actions? Because
we all know why.
Yeah, everybody's looking at the micro here of the hour by hour stuff here, and these fucking liberals are getting insufferable. Like with because I was pissed the gas jumped 50 cents. I'm just glad that the gal. If you guys have a cooperative energy near you, go give them business because they'll let you know when the gas prices are about to jump and get up. And they got some awesome breakfast sandwiches. Good thing I went in to get. I went and put like $10 in because I was gonna wait for my check to drop. But she goes, gas is jumping 50 cents. I walked right back up and filled up there, and I sacrificed the energy drink there for the day, and some other stuff could fucking wait there. I was just waiting for because I was gonna go fill up in Iowa, but they said gas is gonna jump 50 cents. Cents there. But if you look at the macro, what's all going on? First of all, we took out the nuclear sites because we were hoping to take them out before they could move the stuff. Apparently, they moved enough material, like 11 bombs. And that's how they started out. The only reason that we're in this here is because they started out the negotiations with, well, we got enough material to make 11 bombs. Good to know. Hey, the Gerald Ford there, can you move up into the Persian Gulf there and can you guys send the link? So what we did there is we took out Maduro, which we've had him on the most wanted list for I don't know how long there. We had a $50 million bounty on him, which I'm surprised no one took him up on the offer there. But so we went in, grabbed him. I guarantee you we're testing out some technology there that we're securing an oil supply for us and for our allies. Then not only that there it scared the shit out of a lot of people. They're going in and grabbing the dictator. And that's when then we started doing our build up in Iran. But I want to catch up on chats here real quick. Let's see. We won't quit, but we got a long ways to go yet. We have 2 super carriers and bases in Spain. We're fine. Yeah. I don't give a shit what we have in Spain. They're fucking useless. And welcome, Hakeem. Welcome. And JP says no. All the pharmaceuticals comes from India and Turkey. And welcome, Suzanne. Gorilla, please, for future reference, let me clearly know I have absolutely zero interest in PvP. Thank you. That was an innocent flirt in the chat 2 years ago that Mikey took and ran with. It's kind of like how the eggnog thing took off there. There are some great Spanish wines. All of South America was conquered with beautiful, delicious Spanish wine. I thought it was conquered with smallpox, but okay. Suzanne, we love you. You're always welcome here. Yeah, everybody. Most people are welcome here. We've had a few trolls come in, and I've only gotten 2 people on the block list. One of them was that annoying little kid, and everybody knows who the other person is.
That list should expand.
He's blocked on everybody. People saying Marco Rubio called it a war, so with his track record, we can safely say it's not based on that. There's another congressman. He's part of the gang of eight there that gets all these briefings. After 4,000 years of not stopping, I don't think they're about to quit fighting. Eh, well, get up here. Gas is up 15% here. Well, we went from 269 to 319. I don't know what the percentage of that is. Mm, yeah. Hey, if we just turn the entire Middle East there into to just a glass shield there, then we can run some wires in that and turn them into solar panels and fuel the world. There we go. Theme is better. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Trolls
Just ignore
here.
those miners.
Emerald Team says do it. Oh, and are you doing a vertical stream too? No, Scurvy. I listened to your bitching on that, and I did not put a vertical stream in. All right. There's one. There's something else I was gonna talk about with. Oh, also, we kind of got Israel kind of screwed us over on there because we had some people that were hoping that would be in the line of succession there for the Iranian regime there. You know, people we could probably work with. Yeah, they're dead now because they took out
None of those people
that whole.
There's one guy who's going to handle the transition government, and I believe he's in London right now.
Are you talking about that Iranian prince Shia?
The son of the Shah.
Yeah. No, but there were some people that were kind of hoping that they take over, be kind of like a transitional, or they're being voted on by was it the clerical of experts or something like that?
Yeah.
They call them.
No
There's like
Muslim.
75 of them.
Yeah, there is no Muslim going to be allowed to rule that country for 100 years.
Yeah.
They might have to ban Islam because even before the revolution, not even a third of that country was Islamic. So the rest of that nation was converted by force.
Yeah. And do you think there will be boots on the ground?
Not American boots.
Because I keep hearing that there's gonna be boots on the ground. Well, Israel called up 100,000 reservists, and it'd make more sense for Israel to send their boots in than for us. And I hear they're arming the Kurds there. And when has that ever gone? And, that's absolutely never gone wrong with us arming certain groups. That's never come back and bite us in the ass.
Yeah, they got the Arabs so hopping mad that if there are boots on the ground, it's going to be them.
Yeah. So, all right, but that's about because I heard they're gonna be arming the Kurds, but then people are talking about, oh, we fucked over the Kurds over in Syria and all that. I think the Kurds just want their own damn state, to be honest.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I think they want parts of northern Iraq, western Iran.
They're rather independent.
Syria.
They're looking to incorporate parts of northwestern Iran with what they have in Iraq, and probably going east as well, or west.
Yeah. Well, they want their own. They want it as Kurdistan, and a lot of these problems in the Middle East can be traced back to frickin' Britain and France, and they carved up the Middle East by geographic lines of resources instead of not ideology, ethnic lines. That what I'm trying
tribal allegiance.
Yeah, tribal allegiance, ethnic lines.
Yeah. The real problem was that we shouldn't have forced them to give up the empires. When France and Britain, especially Britain, went into these places were 200 years behind the West. They didn't have time to naturally develop. They were never set up to rule themselves.
Yeah. Let's see. Then where is Teague? I don't see him. He's on germs. Trump is not really wanting to put the prince in. I don't know who they want in there. Yes, 100%. Oh, Germans running stream too. Got it. The Kurds were in the way. LDG, if you looked at the chat that was right above the one where you told me to hurry the fuck up, I said I was going to put the link in as soon as I got done covering all my points. I'm going to be putting it in here just shortly here. But when I couldn't have a discussion like this on Sunday there, I wanted to wait to put the link in so I could get a lot of the talking points out there. I still want to cover the Strait of Hormuz there. After Iran going crazy with the missile attack, that they pissed off the rest of the Middle Eastern countries to turn against them. Now all are mobilizing military forces. Well, there you go. I guess they just need someone to. As soon as we take out their defense systems, I think the rest of the countries are ready to fall in line and come join us. Because what it is Iran's just throwing out missiles. They're just hoping that they can get all these countries to just start calling for peace because they're attacking civilians and they're just pissing them off. They're getting the opposite reaction. They're just pissing them off. And now that they got their missile defense systems are their surface to air missiles are down. I don't know if they have much for ground forces in Iran.
Not anymore. Their primary ground forces is the Republican Guard, and just say a lot of those guys aren't really among us anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now they'll have to learn now those boosters. I hope that LG at any point tonight, I'll have no idea what happened at the State of the Union. Well, that's where I sat there and watched a bunch of different ones there. I don't know if Iran was ready for this. Well, they're never going to be ready, but this will lead into what I was talking about there. The Strait of Hormuz is shut down. They're firing on tankers. They're even starting to light up oil platforms on the Gulf there. Apparently they didn't get the message. You don't touch our fucking boats. The last time someone touched one of our fucking boats, a couple cities thought the sun had fallen on them.
Yeah, they're kind of touchy about the boats. On the plus side, the electronic warfare ship defenses for the supercarriers are working better than expected.
That's good. And I've seen it, because the Strait of Hormuz, it's like 21 miles wide at its narrowest point there. It's a very easy choke point that 20% of our oil resources flow through. They're mining them there, and they're firing on any ship that tries to go through. So they'll be
they're attempting to mine. They're not having great success.
Okay. Wait, Iranian Republican.
It helps that there's not an Iranian alive within 10 miles of that area.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait, Iranian Republicans. What are you talking about? It's the Islamic Republican Guard he's talking about because a lot of these dictators they'll always throw like North Korea, the North Korean Democratic People's Alliance or something like that. They'll always throw those names in there and stuff. It'll either be a religious extremist supreme leadership to take over or military takeover or finally civilian type government or we just do the whole fucking place.
That would be my preferred option.
I don't think there's many people in the world that cry. Yeah, I don't think many people would cry if the whole damn country got nuked. I think we got their anti-ship stuff first. Oh, did we? You can see it across the Strait of Hormuz. They managed to mine it sooner or later. So they could try. North Korean Democrats? That makes sense. The Iranian RG. Alrighty. So, I covered a lot of the points I wanted to talk about the other night there. So, with the whole Iranian thing, because it's going to be interesting how we go. As long as we don't get stuck in our quagmire and we don't have to put boots on the ground and get stuck there for 20 years, I think a lot of us would be happy.
That is not really looking to be a problem. The Iranian people are far more civilized than the Iraqis or the Afghanis. They're used to being richer. They're used to having a more developed society, and Islam is sort of a afterthought. It was more a requirement than anything for those people.
Yeah. Hey, and welcome the real head case. Welcome.
Hey, head case.
No, but that's one thing that makes this war different. And I'm not happy that we're going to war, but it's fucking done. And I'm not one issue fucking voter like a lot of these people that there. I'm still I'm like 80% happy with everything that's been going on here. But we're going in there and what's making this war different is we go in there with massive force, blow the shit out of them, and we fucking leave. We don't pay to rebuild it like we did with fucking Iraq. Well, the problem with Iraq and Afghanistan is we go in there, we blow a bunch of shit up, rebuild it, go blow that shit up again, then rebuild it, blow it up, rebuild it, build it. We were doing that for 25 fucking years there. But at least this one here would go blow his shit up and leave.
That's why they're called surgical strikes, to cut out the heart or the brain of your enemy, the main leadership, so they don't have the organization to fight back against you.
I thought they were called surgical strikes because no civilians, there will be no collateral damage.
Well, there's going to be collateral damage to a point, no matter what.
Well, I want to go on record as saying the only way to
really, there's not collateral damage.
They're never. I just want to go on record now saying, like, people might disagree, but over the course of 50 years, they have purged and repurged that country pretty much every couple of years. They have killed or driven off anyone who had a different opinion. Every single person left there loves their government. They all love Iran. They all stand on the roofs of their buildings chanting death to America. And that's why I'm urging the president to launch a massive nuclear strike at them now. And this way we can move on.
Well, we haven't heard death to America for a while there, but
give him time.
He hears it all day. He lives in a freaking caliphate.
If we don't nuke them right now, we will have to go over there and impose order, and that's like they're the size of Alaska. If we don't, they'll deteriorate into an ISIS-like state. They are really, really dangerous. There's no one left there who is reasonable. They might have cheered because that guy died, but that's only because they like guys who are even worse. They're not nice people. They all left. All the nice people are gone. The nice Iranians, they live here. All those celebration videos, they weren't from Iran. There's no internet right now in Iran. There hasn't been for weeks or for days.
There's actually plenty of internet right now because they've been airdropping Starlink into the country.
Where's mine? Do I have to get attacked by the government to get fucking internet? They get free internet, but I don't. Okay, great.
And Iran would not collapse or splinter since the U.S. or Israel is not targeting the civilian government too much. We're targeting the main leadership in the military leadership, not
they
the
won't
civilian.
Tell their people the truth. The people there have heard that we only bomb like hospitals and old folks' homes. That's what they're telling their people.
Yeah,
that
but
all
they
day.
believe them about as much as we believe CNN here.
They think, but the only context they have for any government is their own. So they just think that it's another evil government. They don't realize that we're actually very nice.
Well, talk about the collateral damage there. That missile strike that on the school that killed what was it, 40 people and injured another 80 or something like that, or killed 80 and 40 were injured there. Um, that was actually a fucking Iranian misfire there because they got videos and people took a still. You can see the smoke screen clearly go. It goes up, then it goes and falls on the school, which is what these assholes fucking do. Is that they'll launch their missiles from around schools and hospitals. There, the fucking Hamas does it in Gaza. Hezbollah does it in fucking Lebanon. The fucking Houthis do it. Iran does it because then because Israel, they don't give a shit. They'll bomb. We'll try to hit the missile defense systems, but we might get collateral damage. We might feel a little bad. Israel, they don't give a shit. They see where the missile comes, they bomb the shit out of it. So, but then when the hospitals and the schools get hit, they'll even use them as shelters. They'll tell the people to shelter in these schools or shelter in the hospitals there. Then when they get hit, oh no, they're bombing the schools and the hospitals or they're bombing shelters. No, you're fucking launching missiles from out the back there.
They're human shielding behind their own people. That's why we have to launch a massive nuclear attack now on them. We should probably take out all of their cities while airbursting nukes over the entire country to take out electronics. Guys, so say we all.
There's a much smarter way to do it.
If not, we're going to get stuck there for 20 years.
I guarantee they won't be there by the end of the year.
The shortest war we fought in the last 50 years was 10 years.
Actually, the shortest war we've fought over the last 50 years was a day.
No.
A Gulf War.
Wasn't a war. It doesn't count. That wasn't a war. The whole UN was in on that. This is just us. This is different. We also left without
on any type of military action in its existence.
We lost 100,000 soldiers in one day. That one-day war cost us 100,000 dead.
What the hell are you talking about?
Gulf War syndrome and the hundreds of thousands of American soldiers who died a lingering, terrible death. Perhaps you've heard of this terrible disease.
The Gulf War lasted less than a month.
It was a year build up in a 40-day war.
And that whole Gulf War syndrome, they proved that was bullshit.
No, they proved that it was a bunch of different diseases, some of which were right, but it was a syndrome, not one disease. And that's not fair to the people who died of it, man. They went out there to serve America. And you know what? When you blow up 1 million oil wells like the Iraqis did, you have to breathe that in. No, I think they got fucked up from it, man. Think about it. It wasn't Gulf War disease. It was Gulf War syndrome. There were a bunch of different causes, some worse than others. Are you talking about maybe just the depleted uranium thing?
The depleted uranium thing, and yes, there was exposure from the oil vapors, but that's not anything people don't get here. There was no magical chemical weapon that Iraq was using that people got exposed to. Because I remember in the fucking 90s, everyone was saying, oh, Iraq used something similar to Agent Orange on all those people. It was complete bullshit.
Well, we don't know what happens when you bomb a old, expired nerve gas bunker. We did that too. There was all sorts of stuff in the air. You weren't there. I wasn't there. No one has a reading of what was in the air. All I know is every video that came back, it looked like hell. It was a hellscape, and they were able to keep it that way for months because they blew up thousands of oil wells to cover their retreat because it was the only thing they had to save them from us. If you ever saw pictures of the so-called Highway of Death, we got dozens, if not hundreds, of Iraqis as they fled.
Actually, we got a few thousand.
Tens of thousands. We got tens of thousands. It was maybe 30 miles of destroyed cars. So yeah, they were desperate. They blew up every single oil well in Kuwait, and they were wired for months anyway. They knew this. They kind of knew it was coming. And one of the things you would have to point out is 300,000 people launched a one-day war and left with no objectives achieved. Nothing was achieved. We had to go back and do it again. So that war doesn't count. That war, if you want to say that was the beginning of it, then that's our longest war at 35 years. Second longest war is Afghanistan at 20. And Vietnam barely got in there as a war at 10 years. But only like 6 for heavy combat.
Scurvy here says it's our Revolutionary Guards. Oh, I got you with the IRG.
The Republican Guards.
The Republican Guard was Saddam's Iraq.
That's right.
Iraq, Iran, same difference. They're both shitholes.
You know what? I say we make them into one country and rename it Irate.
There you go. Hey,
Jeremy, pretty good, right? It took a minute to hit Gorilla. And hi, Headcase.
I was trying to decipher this here. My Gen Z dictionary must be off.
The kielbasa in Gaza. The kielbasa's in Gaza. Kielbasa is sausages. They're really good Polish sausages. I don't know what else to say on that one. I mean,
is that what it is?
They're great with mustard. Okay. You know what? It's like a brat, but it's more sausage.
And I'll get to that.
It's more. If you've had a brat, which you've had, right? Imagine like it's closer to a hot dog, though, somewhere in the middle. It's really good. It's really good. Those Polish people, they know how to make sausages.
Okay. Yeah. And welcome PvP. I'll get to that later. Later. The object of the 1990 Gulf War was to liberate Kuwait, and that was achieved. Yeah, but
I'm calling that a stupid. That was a stupid objective. Who gives a fuck about them?
Well, Kuwait, there was some stupid thing like saying that they were killing like babies in incubators or some.
They were a total monarchy with no freedom of speech. Kuwait. They were as bad as Iraq. Fuck both of them. We shouldn't have gone in.
They were providing about 15% of our oil.
All right, it was worth it.
Yeah. And let's see. Send a salami to your boy in the army.
Lemon Pies was paying attention to the movie When Harry Met Sally. That's from Harry Met Sally.
Oh, is it?
It's hanging in the deli over the booth where when she's having when she's faking the orgasm. That's the sign hanging over her booth.
Okay, I don't think I've watched Harry Met Sally yet.
It takes place at Katz's Deli in New York. It's got moments. It's not fantastic, but it's got moments. It didn't age great. Yeah. It's You've Got Mail, but like more sincere. Nora Ephron, she did her thing.
Jeremy, how long do you think it'll be until they get the Strait of Hormuz opened back up?
18 months.
3 or 4 weeks.
It won't be that long. 3 or 4. That's what I was thinking when I was telling everybody to fill up this morning. I'm thinking it'll last about 3 weeks.
I slightly disagree. I think it'll be open for 3 or 4 weeks, and then it'll be closed for maybe a year. I think that they'll manage to make it too dangerous. They have nothing to lose. These people are sociopaths.
To do. Their ability to attack and defend themselves is quickly waning.
That doesn't matter if you're on a one-way mission in the first place. They were still sending out kamikaze pilots in waves after we bombed Hiroshima.
They don't have the munitions. They literally don't have the physical ability to close it.
Then they'll go to docks and just attack people with knives. They're all crazy, every single one of them.
Hello.
LDG.
Hello, LDG.
Hey, Pickles.
Hey. What's up, guys? So what's going on? Because I haven't been listening for the past 5 minutes.
Well, then you missed all kinds of shit we were talking about you.
These pussies will
Yeah,
will not accept the fact that the best thing we can possibly do is just nuke Iran now. Otherwise, we can get stuck in a ground war.
Are you still talking about Iran? Okay.
I don't know. Be us on the ground. I think we'll supply most of the sea efforts and the air support, and it'll be Israel and the Kurds going in.
Well, then it'll just be a practice proving ground for our Air Force for all perpetuity, because they'll never quit, and they will descend into an ISIS-like state. Maybe a coalition of their Arab neighbors will go in there and pacify it, but don't look for the Israelis to go in. If you send in the Israelis, everybody knows this one.
Ground troops.
If the Israelis go in, though, what happens is every single Arab country attacks them and us immediately, and aligns with Iran. So you can't send even one Israeli soldier.
Actually,
they're not very reasonable that way.
Always explicitly excluded Iran.
They don't care. You're not talking about a reasonable belief system.
If there's going to be any ground invasion, I would agree with Jerem on this. It would be our U.S. aligned allies in the Middle East to do the land invasion for us to Iran, which would be Saudi Arabia. Well, if Iraq is still semi-American aligned, which I doubt, and then there's Turkey. Then there's Turkey, Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar. There's a few more.
As far as manpower, it would be primarily the Saudis.
Yes, so that's probably gonna be the
but Israel did call. Israel has called up 100,000 of their reservists, though.
Yeah, because they're about to have probably a wave, unfortunately, of terrorist attacks unleashed on them, the likes of which we haven't seen since the 7th of October.
That is to fortify the Gaza border and to put the Lebanese back in their place, because they're basically a satellite organization for the mullahs.
Part of it, yeah. There's a big demilitarized zone the Israelis control now that it's all but a satellite state. I think that they will eventually slowly take it over. The Golan Heights isn't really part of Israel, but they control it for the last 45 years.
I did think it was kind of intelligent.
But all this does circle back
to attack Kuwait, so they're
what was intelligent
anti-air. Well, they attacked Kuwait, so Kuwait's anti-air defenses activated and accidentally shot down 3 American jet pilots.
Well, then we should probably attack the Kuwaitis too.
Yeah. Hey, Kuwait, you owe us 3 F-16, and as interest there, I think you should upgrade it to you owe us 3 F-35s.
We need to go to the Kuwaiti consulate right now and drag them all out and put them in jail until they send over compensation.
Well, I mean, Americans should have realized that, our bosses should have realized that was a vulnerability. But obviously, they're sleeping on the job.
No, I think that's one of those.
This is a dangerous situation.
It's a weird.
They should have saw that coming a million miles away, and they should have contacted all the local countries and whatever to make sure that didn't happen. That's like one phone call, for God's sakes.
Are you talking about how they couldn't decide whether it was a war, a special action, or a special operation, and everyone said something different all day today?
No, I'm just saying that they fucked up with their transponders and everything. So as soon as they attack Kuwait, the defense is up.
It wasn't the transponders; it was a computer error,
which would have been stopped by transponders.
No, I think it could be a computer glitch.
Because missiles work.
Well, it was a computer error. They're running something. They're running a program called Project Prometheus or some stupid shit like that.
About to run a program called My Foot Up Your Ass. I mean, it is a smart move from them. They attacked everybody, so everybody's freaking anti-air defenses activated, and they fired at the first thing they saw, and it was American freaking fighters. I mean, it was a smart move.
Couldn't tell. Yeah, I'm with LDG on this one. Believe it or not.
mean, it was a very smart move.
Yeah.
I mean, it was something that
Might
was
have been
in
the only
corner.
move for them, right? It was like it was imminent
a
to them.
loophole, and they took a gamble because they didn't know. Maybe they would have had their ducks in a row because technically they shouldn't have been shot down, but they took a
Right.
shot in the dark and it paid off, and it shot down 3 American fucking
Well,
$31 million fighter pilots.
I wouldn't say it paid off, but I would say that like it looked so imminent and their decision time was so small that we can understand how it happened, whether we agree with it or not. I still think not having a massive nuclear attack on Iran is a mistake that we'll all live to regret, and I want to go on record with that here. Today's the day to do it. It's time to nuke them. They've been a thorn in our side since before any people here were born, and I'm just sick and tired of them causing us problems. So let's just do it. Let's just do it and get it over with because we're going to have to do it anyway. If not today, in 10 years, go ahead and watch.
The problem is if you start dropping nukes, you start killing other people than the people you want to kill. Like you're killing civilians.
We don't want to kill are getting meat shielded behind and killed by their own allies anyway, just slower. This would get it all over.
Problem.
Fair enough if you want to look at
that. That's your problem. That's not their problem. It's not the innocent people's problem that they're putting missiles next to hospitals and shit. Because America would do the exact same damn thing.
If we were desperate enough, LDG, yes, we would.
Don't put our
but we're not.
No, we wouldn't. No American. If once we did that, we wouldn't be America anymore anyway.
We're not America anymore anyway. We're already there. We passed go collect 200 on that one a long time ago.
Yeah, but let's see. The real head case here says, "Go hang a salami. I am a lasagna hog." Is a palindrome.
I mean, think about it. The president is literally using millennial speak to name fucking wars. Epic fury? Are you kidding me? Epic fury?
Hey,
sounds like like
don't be shitting on the military's got one thing down is naming their operations.
I mean, at least Reagan called it like Operation Star Wars.
Well, I do have a name
I want to call it Operation Justine Bateman. What the hell?
No, better yet, the next option will be Prometheus Foot.
Epic Fury. It sounds like a scratch-off ticket. It sounds like one of those fake games you play on freaking Facebook. I mean, Epic Fury. That's hilarious.
Anyhow, Admiral Teak says, "Why do we have nuclear weapons if not for stuff like this? Oh, we're saving for the Russians and the Chinese." And
that's fine with me then if we send them to Russia. Let the Russians have them. Right? The stinking Russians are the worst thing to happen on this planet. Fuck the Kremlin. And fuck Kremlin too.
Their excuse
just
too,
be
right?
antisocial.
Their excuse of like, oh, if we had to attack first because it could have been worse. Well, could have been worse could like lead to you doing a bunch of different things, right?
Well,
like that's the kind of excuses that America is not known of pushing the button on.
This attack is 49 and a half years late, and it should have happened every day up till now. It happened under this president. If you don't like him, it's still the right thing to do. We didn't have to do it at all. We could have just let them be evil and endure, but we stopped them. They were scumbags, and we had to do it.
Yeah.
And it's funny how we're like, oh, let's bomb them as soon as we're going to talk negotiations with them. And as soon as they go have brunch, we're just going to bomb their ass. I mean, dude, listen, if
they had the negotiations, it failed.
If they were going to freaking bomb us, they would have bombed us. Like they would have already bombed us. Why are they waiting?
It's just more proof that Trump watches Star Trek, the Colonel Green approach, strike them in the middle of a negotiation.
Yeah, I think people don't seem to realize that if you're a country and you have these weapons, that they would have released them the microsecond they would have detected any weapons fired on them. But no, they waited to retaliate after the freaking, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
One of our hard lines was
that they didn't have to make weapons, and then we never would have attacked.
Here, one of the hard lines that we've had is that Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. They start out the negotiation with, we have enough material to make 11 nuclear bombs. That's how they started out the negotiation.
Yeah, I mean, they don't realize, like any common sense person would have realized that even Iran, even if they had nuclear weapons, they would understand mutual annihilation. The second they would have used an actual,
They didn't want
actually,
to.
they
didn't
don't.
want to
We
do
would've
that. They had only
bombed
one target in mind. This is the only thing we know about the Iranian nuclear program. They were 21 minutes or more away from an operational missile that they would have fired at Tel Aviv. Because the exact moment they had a missile, they would have fucking fired it at the Israelis. They are absolutely fucking evil.
and that's
Not
fine.
the
Then they would
Israelis,
have been
not the
nuked
Israelis, the government
they
of
would've-
Iran.
They would have been nuked off the planet then.
They
That's a
don't
guaranteed
care.
way of
They
being
would. They
like a
don't
nuke
care.
being used.
Hey, LDG, I got some homework for you. There,
Yeah.
Bloodback Sped talked about talked about this quite a bit. Look up the 12th Amman. Iran is trying to usher in this thing. I have to do more research on myself there, but Bloodback was talking about the 12th Amman that these Iranians were trying to pressure to get it to. It's basically talking about the end of times to bring in whole new world. I have to research it myself there. But look up the 12th Amman. Yeah. And welcome,
Okay.
welcome,
Is that like the 12th
Nemesis
warrior?
Aminin.
Hi,
Welcome,
Nemesis.
Yeah, he's saying, hail, you beautiful beings. I hope you're doing well tonight at work, so I'll be lurking. Well, lurk away.
We hope we
If
made
they
your
really
work
wanted
day
to bomb,
more
they could have
enjoyable.
paid. They could have just paid another country to send a nuke. Like it just doesn't add up. You don't have to make your own nuke. You could pay
The
somebody
only
else for
countries
it.
in their pocket there don't have nukes.
No, Matthew Broderick made one. They could have just hired him. There was a million mad scientists who could make one.
Well, if you really want to
It's
stretch
not
it,
that it's hard to make. It's the material to make it is extraordinarily hard to produce and extraordinarily hard to come by.
Well, it's not even that. Like if you shoot a nuke, like if you shoot a nuke before it explodes, you basically disable it. It's not like if you shoot a nuke, it doesn't explode the nuke.
Then
by
it
shooting
becomes
the
a
nuke.
dirty bomb.
A dirty bomb is a bomb a dirty bomb is a bomb that is added. There's something added to it to make it dirty. A dirty bomb doesn't mean that if you shoot it, it explodes.
All a dirty bomb is radioactive material raining down on a large area.
It's an area
it's
of
what we
denial
have.
weapons. It's radioactive poison from the sky. Yeah.
Yeah, which they could already do now. They already have the material to do that now. They already have dirty bomb technology.
That's not the point.
But no, that is the point, because why aren't they using it? Why aren't those missiles?
Because they were using that same fissile material. They were taking that same fissile material and continuing to enrich it to total weapons grade to make a fucking nuclear weapon and take out all of Tel Aviv.
But
they
don't
didn't
need
care
that much. You don't need that much to make a dirty bomb.
for what
dude.
they wanted to. They didn't want to make a dirty bomb. They wanted to make a city buster.
But when
Well,
you know that your objective is to make an actual nuclear bomb and they're stopping you from doing that, then the only other option you have is to at least put some of it into a dirty bomb. Even one freaking
Because
bomb.
the
that
dirty
spread
bomb
nuclear
A
radiation.
dirty bomb is an
1/10,000th of
inconvenience.
effective.
And dirty bomb is an inconvenience unless you're talking about the old neutron bombs, which were massive. The dirty bomb is an inconvenience. I could go get like a bunch of old X-ray machines, strap them to a bunch of TNT, and blow it up in Times Square, and I would have effectively irradiated it, and it would take months to clean it up. That's a dirty bomb.
and
Yes,
for
why
the
are they doing it?
And for the YouTube censors, Teague is not endorsing a terrorist attack, please. And if you really want to stretch it, Iran could have got a nuclear weapon through their mutual acquaintances, China and Russia, but just by the news cycle, Russia and China abandoned Iran.
Okay,
Hey,
so they tell
Russia-
you this thing. Okay.
Even
Go
those
ahead,
people
what?
don't want it jumping off nuclear in the
Well,
Middle
I
East.
got something that you guys might want to think about. But
Before you
Gorilla
go,
was-
real quick, I just
Go
want to
ahead.
ask Germ a question. It's an easy yes or no. Germ, do you think they wanted a nuclear weapon, or do you think they were thinking thermonuclear?
They were going for basic fission bombs.
Hiroshima style?
Maybe, yeah, at best, a couple of dozen kilotons.
So they wanted to like wipe Tel Aviv off the map and maybe one other city, leave, and then try to retake Jerusalem in the chaos kind of thing.
Yeah, wipe out Tel Aviv.
All right. Well,
Because of your basic fission bomb,
Drop like 4 of them
Will
on there,
kill-
5 of them on there.
that you can kill tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people with your basic fission bomb.
It's pretty.
A
I would
dirty
have to be a
bomb
lot bigger
is
than
not going to
Hiroshima,
have
though.
is going to have less than
Hiroshima's-
10,000 people dead.
I understood the fission bomb had a blast radius of a maximum of 0.6 kilometers.
It depends on the yield.
I was under the understanding that was as much as they could do without going to the thermonuclear level, which has like something like a 1.5 kilometer area of complete and total ground zero vaporization.
It's mainly the radiation from a nuclear weapon that kills a lot of people too.
It's
Well,
like the
with the
fireball,
fission bomb,
the
yes.
the fireball, the flash, the radiation, all of it from the thermonuclear one, to a lesser extent from the nuclear one. The flash burn deaths would only be in Manhattan if it hit Central Park. If it's a thermonuclear, you're talking all the way out to the county line in Suffolk, 50 miles away.
so
Because there's different
Iran's
levels of different weapons. The fission,
yes.
high amounts of radiation. You get the flash, you get the heat. The fusion bombs, not so much under radiation, but infinitely bigger boom.
Now, why don't we just launch some photon torpedoes from our our satellite and take out their stuff from space?
Because in order to shoot something from space, it has to survive re-entry.
We've done that before. And how
I
come
know,
we
but
haven't
it
targeted their
requires-
warp core and
Yeah.
shields?
I know I got a better idea, but I want to say welcome to Dale's Hot Topics. I'll get to the chats here in a second. What we need is the rods from God. We need
There we
to
go.
put those up there. Then you
What
know
we
what?
need is that discombobulator. Just use that. Just use that so-called discombobulator and just make everybody sick and throw up.
Yeah, they're already doing it.
Oh, those rods
I
from
haven't-
God
we
with
haven't heard about
discombobulated
that.
are pretty damn good.
No, what LDG's talking about is real, but like we could only turn on like say one big generator the size of like a tank would take out like a football field sized area with it's an area denial weapon, if I got what you're saying right.
That's what
Well,
we
I
used
mean,
in Venezuela.
Yeah, it's directed sonic technology, which has potential for crowd control, but as actual weapon of war, not so much.
I'd
What
like
I
to see
don't
it tested
understand
on
is
the
that they already-
citizens.
They already had 60%, right? There was confirmed that they have 60% plutonium, right? Refinement. And if
Yeah,
you look at
uranium.
the science behind an atomic bomb where they use the box and they drop a ping pong inside of a box that has a whole bunch of mouse traps with ping pongs, right? So even if it was only 60%, if you drop a freaking ball in there, it's still going to explode. You still have a nuclear bomb at 60%. It's just not as powerful than if you had something at 90 something percent. I mean, for Pete's sakes, you still get the chain reaction. You just get it at like a 40% reduction. Yeah, maybe
Actually,
you can't
as-
make an effective bomb at like 20% or 30%, but I'm pretty sure 60%
It has
covers
to
the
reach a
requirement.
certain refinement to actually achieve
That's
fission.
why we've been successful in holding it back. The equipment that it takes to refine the uranium is so easy to spot, and so it takes up so much space. They've got to centrifuge that shit for Germ. Is it weeks, right? Weeks, or if not months?
Quite a long time, yes.
It has
they
to be
also have to have
centrifuged
the
exactly
materials. They
the
still need
CIA
the material in the.
They need the
fusion-
material, but the material's native to Iran. Some of it, you can get uranium in Iran. I'm pretty sure. If not, there is some very close by. They're not that far from places like Africa.
Uranium is actually not that uncommon of a material. It's just making it useful is the difficult part.
That's why we
Refining
have
it,
to take
yeah.
our hats off to some of the initial interdiction attempts. Like in 2012, they were getting close to getting weapons grade uranium, and the CIA encoded sleeper code. You'll love this one, LDG, into every USB keychain kind of thing that people in Europe had, under the assumption that the Iranian scientists would acquire USB sticks from Europe and use them to store information, because there's no internet in their nuclear like weapons development programming, so that we can't hack it. And we left a sleeper code in every USB stick sold in Europe for 5 years. CIA pulled this off, and what happened was it was able to corrupt the code of the computers that controlled the centrifuges and mess up the centrifuge action in a way that they couldn't detect, that made the uranium useless. Brilliant ploy by the CIA. Bought us 13 years.
That's about as smart as the side there getting a hold of all of Hezbollah's beepers.
Yeah, we pretty much counted on an entire continent not to check the code that we put in there. Like, we just dropped a sleeper code that only activates if it's in a nuclear centrifuge.
All right, that's another thing.
Well,
Like,
their problem is
anyone-
they can't check that stuff. There's about as much in between Tel Aviv and Delhi. There's about as much tech savviness as you had in probably 12th century London.
Yeah, you're right. They need this technology, which is why I really was opposed to selling the AI chips to the Saudis. They'll find a way to have no good of it. 19 of the 20 9/11 attackers, if you include Zacharias Moussaoui, he was the only one who wasn't, were fucking Saudis.
Why
Fuck
does
that.
it not make sense that if everyone's saying how bad Iran is,
I
all
say we
the
should
ugly,
nuke it.
all they want to kill, all they just want to freaking destroy Israel, oh, they're freaking
That's
horrible.
accurate.
Then why are they not taking those steps that they don't even need nuclear bombs for? Why are they not using dirty bombs? Why are they not using chemical bombs? Why are they not doing the dirty
Because
shit?
they know
Let's
they have
just say they have
had one shot at it.
Here's the other thing too. If
they're
they
already
if they
shooting at
use
it, though, they're already sending missiles.
they didn't get a
They're already
chance.
firing back. They're already
they're firing back conventional bottle rockets. These are World
But
War II
why,
V2
if they're
missiles.
so dirty, if they're so nasty,
They're
if they're
not.
so against, and they're not civil, and they don't care about the laws of the
Because they
Geneva
don't
Convention.
have the
Because
ability.
they're
Why
evil.
aren't they doing it? I'm pretty sure they have biological and chemical weapons that could do a lot more damage than the shit that they're throwing right now.
Oh, it's not
Why
over.
aren't they
They're out
using
there.
it?
Those operations are underway now. If we got the people trying to do it, we did. If we didn't, we'll find out in a few months.
Why aren't we
Every
hearing
bad
about it? Why are we not seeing? It's
I
just a simple
told you why.
question, right?
just told you why.
You didn't give me you said something, but it didn't make
I
sense.
said, okay,
It doesn't make
here.
sense.
Let me try it again. Ready?
We're saying that
If-
these are.
I think that
One
you're
at a
likely
time.
right.
Let me clarify. Just let me make sure I get my point out, and then you can respond. If they're so nasty, if they're so against law, and they don't care about anything, why aren't they already doing it? Why are they kind of actually following rules? Like, why are they doing that? Like, it doesn't make sense. If we're saying that they're so
know that they're
nasty
not doing
and
it.
they don't care, and that they're just trying to kill Israelis, right? Like, they're
Well, they are
Klingons on
currently
crack,
attacking
right? I mean, they don't give a flipping
Kazan.
shit about rules.
They're
Why
more like
aren't they doing the nasty shit?
They are. Well, they are actually attacking Israel as we speak. If they've stopped, I haven't heard about it. They're attacking them this afternoon. Does anyone know?
No,
They
they're
were at
continuously
last
launching
count
missiles.
still launching as many missiles in many directions as they possibly could, trying to hit virtually anything they possibly can.
I think we caught them by surprise because there's been so many half measures taken against them. And this is what I mean by surprise. They thought that if they waited, their massive anti-ship missile capacity and other stuff would get us to reconsider or do a limited strike. When the strikes were really intense right up front, and what was it called? Operation Plymouth Fury, you said? Once we launched Operation Plymouth Fury out there, things got out of control for them really fast. And it would look right now like we got their anti-ship capacity, anti-ship stuff, which, as Jerem pointed out, wasn't the greatest, but they would have been able to fill the air with like a massive saturation of, like, you know, World War II V2 rockets that were line of sight.
That's what doesn't make sense. And why didn't they do it then? Like, why?
I think we got those missiles first. I think the first target for those
make sense though. Like, because if I was Iraq, if I was Iran,
take out their
because we have a crazy president. I'm sorry. Let me calm down for a second. All right, let me calm down. Hold up.
Yeah, you know,
we
already know, like we usually do, take out their ability to respond first.
But but they already know Trump is a fucking maniac. We already know what happened with like all Trump.
No, I mean, I wouldn't describe him like that. I'd say
Trump-Polion is already. He was preemptive with Venezuela. You know, I mean, he's already shown that he's fucking crazy.
He's proven he's like peacetime.
Why didn't they? Yeah, if I was Iran, I tell you right now, if I was Iran, and I think if you guys were Iran, you would not have waited for that preemptive strike. You would have, the second a blip went on your radar, you would have hit the red button to launch everything right the fuck now.
I would have launched at 12:30 on my inauguration day.
This isn't a turn-based game where you're like waiting for your missiles to destroy everything, and you can't do anything until after the next person's turn is done. Like the second they had a freaking red alert, missiles are incoming, launch everything now.
I love that you mentioned it's not a turn-based game, and then you mentioned the ultimate role-playing strategy game, red alert. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like seriously.
No, they didn't launch because they knew the first action they took, they would be fucked. So they kept trying to buy time for their first action to be something nuclear. They wanted to wipe out Tel Aviv or Jerusalem.
No, he's right. They wanted
to have the capability to do that because they didn't have a nuclear weapon. Their biological and chemical weapons virtually non-existent.
But they had that capability. The second they realized they were being bombed in the first place, they could have launched those. Why was it like 24 hours before we saw a retaliation strike?
No, they started retaliating against the Israelis like
it was less than
immediately. Immediately retaliated against the Israelis. And the other thing I would just say is, unfortunately for us, or fortunately for us, the saturation attack on our armada didn't happen. So, and Jerem is right.
They launched almost 60 missiles toward the carrier off the coastline.
But that doesn't.
They were all
sense
taken out
because America could take down 60 missile silos. Like, we could have taken down 60.
These had mobile launchers, a lot of them.
I was told.
From sea.
We were told that there were over 5,000 targets hit in the first day.
That makes sense. I can believe it.
Okay, so why weren't those 5,000 targets all missile silos?
I think they were all anti-ship missiles the first day.
No, we spent the time killing an 80.
A lot of it were command and control.
Senior citizen.
Command and control is important too. That will stop them from launching missiles and stuff too. It was all like aimed at stopping.
But they launched missiles like nothing happened to them. I was watching Luckner, and I'm seeing all these missiles.
Than they would have been able to.
I'm seeing all these missiles rain down after the initial blast, right after our initial attack, and I'm like, dude. They're firing back with the fury. Like, you want to talk about midnight fury, whatever the hell.
Because
the Iranians were firing back with the fury. Like, why weren't all those targets done in the first place? Why did we waste time killing an 80 plus year old senile old man in a building where he was like literally hey, I'm over here, guys.
That
Come
was
and get
done to
me.
make a statement. That was done to make a statement. And the answer to your other question is they have a ton of low tech World War II Scud missiles, bro. They don't even go up into the lower atmosphere. These things are just cruise missiles with a certain amount of fuel in them, aimed like bottle rockets, designed to run out of fuel above a city sized target so that they don't miss. We are talking the state of 1943. They had lots and lots and lots of them in the 50 years that they've been around. They don't go bad. And they're launched from the back of a truck.
Stop.
Hey,
We're gonna finish. We're gonna go through some chat now.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. All right. So Scurvy here asks, would LDG endorse this operation if he could name it himself?
What?
Well, you're bitching. It's called Epic Fury.
Oh, I can name it myself. Oh yeah, I mean, I would definitely not name it Epic Fury. That was just dumb. It sounds like something
what would you
AI
name it?
told him to name it.
What would you name it?
I would name it Operation Crimson Dragon personally.
I would need some time to think about a cool name because I wouldn't just
Crimson
go with
Dragon.
AI. You know, Operation fucking, Annihilation. I don't know, man. Just
LDG, would you go with me on Operation Crimson Dragon?
maybe. I mean,
Kind of cool, right?
sounds better than Epic Fury.
Plymouth Fury is a terrible name.
Why not Fury of the Gods?
All right. So
Operation Furiosa needs a little more Road Warrior, if you know what I mean.
Okay, we're going
to
with
get the
chat.
cast.
all right, so don't say bomb on a plane. Well, you could. You just might get dragged off by the scruff of your collar that maybe beaten a little, depending on which airline you're on. We're in the A game now. Yeah, exactly. But welcome, Daniel. Ping pong big bomb. I don't know what the fundamentals of this was. If we were in that end game, the operation should last 3 hours and 2 minutes. Make sure you smash the like button. Yes, thank you, Nemesis. Israel took out Iraq's nuclear program in 1981. I thought they had a chemical warfare program, not a nuclear one.
They had both.
It's 1988. It was 1988. They didn't have shit in 1981. They only took over the country at the end of 79.
Yeah, welcome, old man bird. Welcome.
Hey, old man bird, what's up?
But,
just real quick, the 1981 comment, essentially correct. I think it was a typo. If you look at the keyboard, maybe it was a typo. It was 88, I think, that we got their nuclear program. Yeah, the French sold them a bunch of centrifuges, and the Israelis just flew in there and bombed them. The leader of that mission was on the Columbia when it was destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Scurvy, I'm not trying to ignore chat there. It's just trying to get a worded when they're going back and forth.
Oh, just
so that's all the chats.
Remember, Gorilla, you have the power to mute and boot people. So if you want someone to shut up, just kick them.
Alrighty. Oh, no, Iraq had a nuclear reactor. Israel got it in 1981, not Iran. Yeah.
That I believe is true. No, that's pretty much true. They also built a gun up the side of a mountain the Israelis took out.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. I wasn't even swimming in my dad's ball sack at that time.
The Iraqis were so insane that they built a cannon up the side of a mountain to shell Israel with, and the Israelis were like, no.
Yeah, that's all the chats. We got caught up. Usually we're a lot further. We got a lot.
If that's all the chats, I was waiting for you to finish that. So if we got all these aircraft carriers and ballistic missiles and everything, then why didn't they just I'll tell you the truth, if I was President Trump and I was doing a strike like this, then I tell you what, the second we started shooting missiles, we wouldn't stop until all the missile. Like, what do you think they're doing? You think those aircraft carriers are coming back to America to reload up on missiles? No, they have all the missiles that they
They would
have.
reload in South Korea or
The
something.
second they would just be non-fucking stop missiles. Like, there would be no break.
Well, that
They have been
is the
popping up
way it's been
nonstop.
going. Yeah, that's the way it's been going. The problem is, like, can we keep replenishing ammo fast enough to keep it up? So the fleet may either have to withdraw or operations may have to be eased up. We just don't know. I would assume we're trying to get ammo there everywhere we can. The biggest danger is now over. They launched their anti-ship attack. We absorbed it. The super big danger was a second anti-ship attack, because the amount of ammunition you have to expend to drive off the kind of attacks that they could have put out, it would have been the second or third wave that would have gotten us. So we got rid of most of their anti-ship stuff, it seems.
There's a way around that. It's a PDS system.
There's several layers of defense, including ones that intercept them like dozens of miles away from the ship, and down to ones that stop them hundreds of yards away. So multi-layers of protection. These are very valuable ships.
All right, guys, just a sec there. I want to say welcome to Outlaw Bill and also
hey Bill.
Eugene Bird, you're the king. Super chats making our cigars sing. Light in the lounge, keep it free. You're the sugar daddy of the gorilla. Thank you, Eugene. You're the best, better than all the rest. With every puff, we raise a cheer. Eugene Bird, our hero here.
And thank you, Old Man Bird. Thank you very much. He goes, I'll tell you who else, Fafo, those Battlefront 2 stormtroopers with Wookiee Warrior. Oh god, I wish my Xbox.
Come on, man.
I wish my Xbox was working so that I could play Battlefront 2 again. And
Hi, Outlaw Bill.
Bill. He said,
"Don't worry,
life
it'll
is
be
shit."
football season soon."
Yeah. Things will get better eventually here. And Nemesis says, "Hell yeah, Old Man Bird." And welcome, DJ Plain Eyes. He goes, "Wee, Grill,
Hey.
Thanks for hosting. Stop by, say hi, and leave. Like, have a great night." You have a good night too, DJ. All right.
I still don't understand why we're holding off on doing the right thing and simply nuking the entire country. If not, we will get sucked into a ground war. Mark my words. 3326. That's easy to remember. The Teague's declaration of March 3rd, 2026. If we do not nuke them, we will end up in a land war.
No, I still think I'll be the Kurds going in.
I don't think they have enough force anymore. The Iranians have been consolidating power for 46.5 years, Captain.
Yeah, but the Kurds are the largest minority force in Iran.
Sir, if Little Miss Muffet and the Spider can handle the Kurds, they can get out of the way, sir.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just ignore that. He hasn't taken his pill yet.
It's an old Earth nursery rhyme, sir.
I'll take your word for it.
Little Miss Muffet.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or is it Miss Muppet?
DJ
I don't
says,
remember.
Yeah. All y'all be safe, have fun, and carry your guns. Yes.
Absolutely.
And fuck yeah, Nemesis.
And that Old Man Bird gets it.
Well, T-Gear has a 5-star wanted level, but that's a whole different song.
It's like, yeah, like Grand Theft Auto Teagues. Helicopter outside my window. I love it. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Oh, is there actually a helicopter outside your window?
He lives in a police state now.
I live in the Islamic Caliphate of New York, and Commissar Mamdani. I think that I finally come up with a nickname for him. Jerm, what do you think of this? TJ Marks, the discount communist.
Yeah, sure, that works.
This way we could talk about him extensively on YouTube and never get in trouble. Feel free to borrow that one. Mayor TJ Marks of New York, the discount communist. He's like Bernie Sanders without the charm and the moderation.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Jerm wanted to say what moderation, then he thought about how insane Zoran is, and he was like, it's moderation now, right?
From what I see,
moderation for you.
From what I
not for me. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But
what I see and hear, Bernie Sanders is a joke.
He is, but Zoran Mamdani is far more extreme. Far, far, far more extreme. Does anyone here think that Bernie Sanders is less extreme than Zoran? Really?
Well, Bernie
they're both commies.
Well, Bernie probably masks his extremism, the rhetoric, but Mamdani probably doesn't.
Mamdani wants like a 300% higher minimum wage for everybody and other crazy shit. He's a dick. Bernie had a few bad ideas mixed with a few okay ideas. I don't think he hated America. This guy hates America.
Well,
I can handle a misguided guy. Bernie's misguided. He's really deeply misguided. I reject his philosophy, but I don't think he hates America. I reject Zoran's philosophy. He might be personable. He might be a nice guy to have dinner with, but he fucking hates America and he hates cops. Fuck him.
Well, Teague, it just took New York to forget after 25 years since the 9/11 attacks to screw over New York.
Tread lightly.
Crackle, not twisting.
There's no correlation between him and what happened back then.
A little bit. You'd think you'd know better than to elect someone of that religion, no matter who the other guy was.
All three of the other guys were major felons. What are you going to do? People are naive. And you know what? The attack was a goddamn long time ago. I'll never forget. The thing is, I took it one step further. I don't forgive them either. You don't see that and get over it.
Well, there's always young whippersnappers that were educated and they don't know shit about history anymore. They're all just indoctrinated fools.
By the way, yeah, you're right about that. By the way, I want to up my my bet. I think that it is now probably overwhelmingly likely that the candidate will be Marco Rubio. Have you seen his fantastic new hair? He looks 5 times more competent without that giant bald spot in back. He now has a sustainable head of hair or a believable wig. I think he got the PRP treatment that grows your hair back. Has anyone noticed how thick his hair is now? He looks fantastic. Presidential hair. He finally has a... Oh, you never noticed that Marco Rubio's hair grew back? Biden's did too. Politicians have an uncanny ability to grow back their hair. It's a sign of future presidential worthiness.
Well, the problem with Biden is I've seen him at 3 different heights. I've seen him with attached and detached earlobes. I've seen something where it looked like someone stapled his face on from a side view of his face there. So
I think you're onto it. I think what happened was they were scotch taping him fucking together, and sometimes you could see it. He wasn't running this country, and that is the biggest reason that Trump is president. The second biggest reason is that Harris was an absolutely terrible candidate with an absolutely horrible outlook who did not understand America or Americans. She had as little understanding of America as James Gunn had of Superman, if not less. Maybe less. Probably less. I'll leave that one to Jerm.
I think her biggest problem was excessive alcoholism.
Yeah,
2
what do you think?
boxes of wine a day is too much for anyone, especially a freak like her.
Who's more ill-suited to create Superman, Kamala Harris or James Gunn?
Kamala Harris, probably.
Guys, just a sec.
Eugene Bird, you're the king. Super chats making our star sing. Lighting the lounge, keeping it free. You're the sugar daddy of Gorilla. Thank you, Eugene, you're the best. Better than all the rest. With every puff we raise a cheer. Eugene Bird, our hero here.
You know what? Can I take that question for Eugene?
Can I answer first? Can I actually answer first? Okay. First of all, he asked, AOC says to you, I know you hate my politics, but do me. What's your answer? Well, she reminds me of the fucking ugly librarian in those old 80s movies there, where they had that bun up in the ugly glass on, and all of a sudden she'll sex. Wrong button here. They'll sexually take off those glasses, take the bun out, wave her hair that also transforms into the hot woman there. That's what she reminds me of. All right, go ahead.
Except it doesn't go into the hot woman; it goes into something closer to a banshee.
It's okay. So here's the deal: where I live, believe it or not, this woman walked up to me like 10 years ago and said, I want to run for Congress so that I can oppose Nancy Pelosi, but I'm not on the ballot. So I'm an original signatory to the AOC for Congress campaign, right? So I helped her get her name on the ballot.
We got her. So it's your fucking fault we got her.
The other guy was worse. He was Nancy Pelosi's little bitch. And what he was doing was he was taking New York's money and giving it right to Frisco. It was that dirty, right? And he was in Congress for 20 years. His name was Jim Crowley, I think, or was it Joe Crowley? He's gone a while now, but he was a real dick. And he was on 20 different committees. And he was either chairman or vice chairman of all of them. He had the most power of anyone in Congress next to Pelosi, and he just line item voted with her. New York started losing out because of it. People were complaining about it, and no one liked him anymore. She said, look, I'll oppose Pelosi. No Republican will ever win in New York until they get it together. We're talking 10 more years. And so, I wanted someone who would oppose Pelosi, so I signed it. Why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? I'm not saying I went and then took it to the next step and voted for her, but I wanted her on the ballot if her position was that she would oppose Pelosi. Yes, because it was likely the Democrat would win.
Yeah.
She lied. She lied to me, but the next time I saw her, she remembered my name.
Yeah. Is anybody else you're going to want in on that?
Do you want to see the pictures of how bony her ass is and how short she is? That's the one thing I always have to tell people. Yeah, Jerem's seen the picture. She's like 4'11", maybe 4'10". She's a very, very tiny little lady. She's extremely bony. She might weigh 70 pounds. Obviously, they seem to be upgrades to me, if you know what I'm saying. She has a nice face. She's pleasant enough to talk to, but the views are what they are. And all I can say is the political IQ is high and things like talking to people one-on-one. She'll tell you what you want to hear.
Well, of course she knows how to talk to people. She's a bartender.
I wouldn't knock that, though. There's a lot of bartenders in this world. Not all of them have become politicians. But you know what? Lindsey Graham, distinguished Republican, also is a bartender.
Yeah. And
only he's at a gay bar.
It's not. Yeah, it's a gay bar, of course. It's Lindsey Graham.
Yeah. Welcome. Scurvy says, "Cares of we," and I'm so happy.
Yes,
I don't
that
matter.
was the joke.
No one cares to see you all in the bitch race. No, we do care, Bill. Bill, I don't know what gave you that impression. I don't know what gave you that impression there. PvP says, Bird says your girl. Who's Who's your daddy? Yeah, who's your daddy? Is that Eugene Bird's song? I'm talking the new one on the Beatles release. I've had that one for a while there. Usually the other one gets played because it's where it's located at in the thing here. Free as a bird. Scurvy. Eugene Bird, if she buys me dinner first. Hey, Scurvy, maybe you'll get invited to one of those, what was it, $30,000 a plate galas? That she tells you the tax the rich. I think LDG fell asleep on us.
I do believe so.
Well, then, do you have the indie music to play in the background and drive them crazy to get Indian food again?
What were you talking about? What? Did someone call me?
Oh, we thought you fell asleep.
You woke him up.
He's drunk.
No, I'm up. I'm just cooking some ramen right now.
Oh, Indian food? Wow.
I can't afford actual food, so I gotta.
It's not Indian
Eat
food
what I
unless you
can.
put the ramen powder on it. It's just noodles until then.
Oh, I don't actually put the. It's too much sodium. I don't use the packets.
Yeah, stay away from that shit.
I make my own
God,
shit.
you're taking
with
out the
some
best
onion
part
and
of it.
Garlic and. No, I make my own. Like coconut oil and garlic, onion. Then I got this cool thing called everything but salt, which is basically everything but salt. It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, you take the fun
And a
out
little
of
bit of
food.
rosemary.
Gorilla,
Rosemary,
I
man,
can't
I'm
wait
telling
until
you.
your doctor slaps you with the news that your cholesterol is 900.
No, seriously,
I'm
though,
going
if you
for
guys don't use rosemary, man, that really adds, like, whether you put it in beans or mashed potatoes or cook it with chicken or even eggs, makes it
He has
taste really
less-
good.
LDG doesn't look, I'm not going to say he's a new man, but he seems to be pulling less gravity like that he used to. He lost some weight noticeably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have his own orbit again where we can throw a bunch of stuff around him and it orbits.
It takes a lot longer
Like,
for you to hit the ground when you jump up in the air off his belly.
And then, not to mention chia seeds. I like to add that to my food. It's actually quite interesting.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I knew you were a sick bastard, but I didn't know you were that sick.
What? What's wrong with chia seeds?
They're chia seeds.
That's like eating a dog, man.
But
Chias are pets.
But it's like tofu. It like absorbs whatever you cook it in.
Oh, you just proved my point right there. You just proved my point.
Yeah, but he's
But it's
like
soy without the soy. It's not actual soy.
You're still
plus
proving my
LDG
point.
had been kind of fat. He had to do something.
I can go the old-fashioned way with good old-fashioned crack.
Same here.
Well, enjoy your crack there, buddy. But for the rest of us who don't want to have that,
do you get it at the Guardian Reservation or downtown Minneapolis from the anti-ICE protesters?
Hey, no. I ran into Hunter a while back, and I get free supply for him.
Yeah, you know what?
God.
He just left here a few hours ago, and I just couldn't take him anymore. He was at least he left $100,000 behind, so he had a place to party.
Oh, I thought
Thank
maybe
you,
he left
guys.
some Parmesan cheese behind for you.
No, but his Secret Service detail is pretty cool. They just stay outside the apartment, and that's when we're safest.
Ugh.
But yeah, no, Mr. President, nuke them now before they suck us into a ground war. Otherwise, there'll be a ground war.
I don't think.
Well, there won't be a ground war. After 20 plus years of ground wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, we don't have the stomach for it.
Doesn't mean we won't do it.
The American people will be highly opposed to that right there.
I would point out that the shortest of our last 3 wars was over 10 years.
And I would say, if you look at Iran's geography, it'll be a nightmare to try and take over that country.
Hey, LDG, Trudeau here has a $30 million cricket farm that failed, as most folks ain't eating bugs. Sure, they ship you a carton.
Okay.
LDG,
whatever works.
Which is your favorite bugs to eat? Since Trudeau is doing a $30 million cricket farm, do you like crickets to eat?
LDG ate his comm badge.
My favorite bugs to eat are the ones that swim at the bottom of the ocean, like lobster and crabs.
Now, if you want someone who's their favorite bug to eat, that would have been Salty and Life with Matthew. I think it was that ate a skewer of bugs on scotch. I don't know that. I wasn't there for that stream, but I see the clip of it.
I was there for it. I remember that. I was there for that. But no, I'm serious though. Like, lobster is like seafood bug. They're lobster is bugs. They're just seafood bugs.
They're huge bugs.
Ocean bugs.
I've heard that one before. Yeah, they're ocean cockroaches.
Yeah, the ocean cockroaches, basically. Yeah, exactly.
How hungry was the first human ever to decide to eat one of those pieces of shit?
Insects of the sea. Well, see, that's the funny part, right? Like before we were less civilized, lobster was actually an everyday meal. Back then, before we hunt them and put a big ass price tag on them, lobster was actually quite easily gettable, and everybody ate lobster, but nobody cared because everybody was eating it all the time. So like it was, it's like if we all walked around naked, not a lot of people would care about sex. Yeah. They were desensitized to it.
Okay, so lobsters breed like crazy. There's a lot of them, more than we'll ever be able to eat, and they've been sustainably lobster fishing off of the coast of Massachusetts since the founding of America. Is this, what was it, 600 years ago by England? Whenever it was. So like that's pretty sustainable. They can pull that off. But
that was another thing too. Like a single female lobster, like has 60,000 kids, for God's sakes. Like one lobster had like 60,000 eggs. It's
like, they give like 30 clutches of 2,000 eggs exactly.
Yeah, but Teague there, I will take your lobster there and raise your oyster. Like, who's the first person to open up a oyster and goes, hey, that snot looking thing in there looks pretty delicious?
First person who cooked it.
You would assume it was a woman.
I never said it was a woman.
I would assume they were desperate as fuck. But I mean, lobster, that thing just like, it looks offensive. It's gross. What's weird is in this country, it was popularized because it was caught off the coast of Maryland and fed to prisoners. And it was leading to recidivism because they wanted to go back there and get that lobster. That's when they realized it was a commodity. Google it.
I got some news. It is official. Jasmine Crockett has lost her primary.
Okay, can we pull up? I think you meant. Can we pull up
the
Texas results? We'll end out on the Texas primary here. Oh, I did want to cover that up.
For Davy, Germ? She a descendant of Davy Crockett?
I have no idea. I don't even think Crockett's her original last name.
Was she married to a descendant? Because, Texas, Crockett, you'd figure she would win. What was her deal?
She was the bougiest woman in the U.S. House.
Oh, really? I don't know too much about her. She doesn't represent me.
Well, and from the clips I see online, she's as dumb as a pile of rocks when it comes to sections.
What is PvP talking about? 250. The Dutch got here in 1663.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
All right.
What else is new,
Pulling
right?
up the results here.
1776 was like 200 years after the founding of the colonies. You get with it. Columbus got here in 1392.
For Texas said that. All right.
I'm sorry, 1290.
Right,
Columbus got here in 1294.
No, he got here in 1492.
I'm dyslexic. Okay, that's like 600 years ago.
You want to type in your years?
Our anniversary, yes.
Just go, Gorilla.
It's true. Our independence is 250 years, but that's a different thing.
You want Germ to show it instead of you?
Do you need me to show it, Gorilla?
You get like 10 free articles a month. You've already burned
I was
through
just
all
signing
this.
in. I just don't want people to see my
content
email.
Your email is Gorilla Kickass.
We send our condolences in a bottle of Moet to what's her name? You said Jessamine Crockett. We are sorry for your loss. I'm sure the people of your district regret losing you.
No, they don't. The question is,
It's okay if we see your Yahoo email account, Gorilla. We all already know it.
All right, so sure. All right, so damn it, Paxton lost out to Corn in there by 2.4, a little bit less than 2% there.
Are you able to launch it?
Thinking about. Yeah,
is that final yet, or is the Crockett one the only one that's final because she got clobbered? Is the other one still kind of in play?
Oh, for fuck's sakes! I got
the other one's going into
Germ.
Thought so.
Germ, do you want to cover chats while I get something other than the fucking New York Times?
Oh, let's kicked out of the House of Reps from Texas. She was a lady named Jessamine Crockett. I don't know. I'm vamping here.
And she was crooked as hell because she was a crock.
There you go. Jasmine Crockett shit. I guess she was a Democrat. Is that why everyone's happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's a loud enough Democrat.
She's okay. That hood rat. She's that hood rat in there. From was it Houston?
I don't know. My cousin Beto keeps calling me and hitting me up for money, saying he's going to be senator from Texas, but he's fucking crazy. He's been saying that for 20 years.
All right. We understand Bill, life can be hard sometimes. If you need to talk about it, reach out.
Yeah. Well, a lot of us have a
250 years.
Yeah, but the independence of the United States and the people being in America are two different things. People have been in America since 1600, and like the southern part of the United States since 1500, say 1500 for the second expedition of like Coronado, Florida, stuff like that. St. Augustine is built in like 1530. So, we're talking like 500-600 years here.
Well, LDG, if you
want. LDG is kind of fading in and out, Outlaw Bill.
What?
And
I was just saying, hey to Bill.
And if you want to count the Native Americans as inhabitants, then they've been here for thousands of years.
And of course, Canada with the illustrious history of independence since, is it 1968, Germ?
1982.
1982, and they will have Trudeau on their money. Alberta forever. Maybe United Canada forever.
Yeah.
Just one day.
America was a fish.
left, and Canada was just left on our doorstep.
Yeah, with their
No.
Politburo and their Comintern and their slacker socialism and all that other great shit.
Yeah, no, but PvP, we're talking about stuff that
Your facts are
talking about
wrong.
before official.
We're
talking about stuff that's before officials.
People were here for 200 years before we rebelled against the British. PvP. Read a fucking book.
All right, be nice, Teague. Be nice.
Well, I mean, he's calling these things facts, and it's just like, okay,
Well,
yeah, sure. And Abraham Lincoln was a vampire hunter too.
Well, he is right. The United States of America was officially 1776, but we've been here since the Mayflower came over in 1614.
We precede the British colonies, and we precede the United States.
Yeah. Why have not been on the panel getting attacked for facts?
Well, I think
Yeah,
because you're wrong and your belligerent probably figures in.
No, hey, stop. But no, there's two different arguments going here. One's going with the official United States start date. One's when we first started coming over here with people. But you know, that piece of shit, James Tallarico, that one that collaborated with Colbert with all that fake. Oh, we're with the equal time rule. We're all that fake shit there. He beat out Jasmine Crockett, but that's a toy. It looks like we got a real toy caught here. You got that piece of shit James Tallarico here, who fucking looks like a fucking anal baby with herpes. Then we got that fucking hood rat Jasmine Crockett. Then we got a fucking Ahmad or Hamid Hassan. So that's a toy caught.
I won't be voting for him. Sounds like
sounds really smart. An Arab guy running for office in Texas.
I think we could describe the campaign for Hassan as crouching dignity, hidden scumbag.
Yeah, but he was running in Austin there. I think. Hey, Bird, that's out of your area. Was he? Jasmine Crockett and the Tallarico guy, is that Houston or is that Austin? Then we got that John Cornyn there. I was kind of hoping Ken Passing would have been able to pull it out of his ass there, but I guess he wasn't able to pull that off there. Yeah, where's that? God, I gotta find I want to know if Brandon Nera won, because this is just the Senate race.
Are there any other elections happening in Texas besides the Senate race?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and Ken Paxton and them are running to a runoff there. Okay. So we might still get Paxton. That's a video. I don't want a video there. Germ, does yours have the one with Brandon Era with the thing?
No, I'm just pulling it off of X.
Okay. All right. Let's try the Houston Chronicles. Oh, wait.
Do they play basketball?
I'll do one better. Texas Secretary of State. That's all the fucking... That's not what I want.
By the way, thinking about this one, wouldn't the real answer be this country's 70,000 years old? It's only 250 years old as a republic, right? Because people have technically been here, what, about 70,000 years?
Something
When
like
did
that.
the Guardians get here? Yeah.
Well, the Brits came over the British came over like 1614 or 1619. The freaking Vikings
those
got
colonies
here in
failed,
like
though.
1200s.
Right. But then those colonies aren't permanent. The British colonies in the South
Mayflower.
fell. Well, we're here before that.
The
Yes.
Mayflower landed at Plymouth Rock in like 1614 or 1619.
It was, I think it's a lot later than that. New York City's around first. Maybe not the city, but the Dutch are here first.
Yeah,
But remember, the Dutch and the British were one country on and off, so it was weird.
Yeah, from what I hear, wasn't New York named New Amsterdam before it was sold to Britain, or Britain took it over?
Yeah, we are the only legal occupiers who can't say we stole it. They got their $14 and they were happy. It's not our fault they made a bad deal. Elizabeth Warren's ancestors obviously weren't there to help them along for a lot of reasons that we all know. Maybe they were with the Dutch people. I don't know. But isn't she a Plymouth Bay colony descendant?
All right, for Texas 23A there. Oh, wait, I don't care about this. Oh, no fucking way. Fuck you. I wanted Brandon and her name. There.
Henry ass Kissinger.
Fucking
That's funny.
jackasses.
I think it's his kid.
Fuck you. Oh, shit.
Learn more.
You might want to get rid of that noise. Yeah, good trigger finger there, Gorilla. Gorilla, there's music.
Es tu estación oficial de fiesta en español.
Uh-oh.
Ponte al día en Kesa.com.
You really want that to stop fast.
God, I hate that goddamn
Hello,
autoplay.
on Telemundo. What I can see on Telemundo.
Yeah, the Latino vote is very organized. That's why I'm glad I'm Hispanic.
All right.
Aren't you a Highlander though, Teague?
It's not letting me
Yeah.
pause it. Now it froze.
So
Yeah.
you're a
Let's
Latino
see,
Highlander.
Governor looks like Greg. Yeah, Greg Abbott there got 82% of the vote for the primary for governor there. It looks like he'll be facing
Wow,
off
that
against
one really had legs.
Gina Gosa.
That's how he rolls.
Run for yeah.
I think Greg Abbott will eventually be president.
Yeah, the only one I cared about was that Brandon Renner. Now what?
Well, I don't know. My cousin Beto says that he can be senator, but I don't believe him.
Let's see, but I totally understandable. I never watched a thing with.
Oh, I was just letting PvP know that I feel exactly the same
It
way.
would be funny.
He made sure to mention about mine. That's what's called reciprocity.
If the next president was Native American, would his immigration law like kick us out?
No.
Restore, make America great again, restore the rights of the Native Americans and start kicking out actual Americans.
Yeah, sure.
Well, LEG, he has to have the force to do that.
Dude, don't you realize
I
once
mean,
you become
he would
president,
be
the
a
force
Sith
like,
Lord,
goes with you?
Dan.
Yeah, every president that goes into power, like everybody just ass kisses them.
But I think it's a good
didn't
spot.
Jay
A spot
Vance
to
talk shit about Trump. No,
It was a while ago,
didn't
but
Eddie Vance?
I think this is a good
Wasn't he
good
talking
place
trash about him?
to end it.
All right,
I think it's a good place to end it. Thank you everyone for being here. Teague, what do you got going on?
Thursday night at 9:30, we have episode 9 of Starfleet Academy, the fantastic show that's taking the internet by storm.
All right.
Well, they taken Paramount Plus by storm.
It's not. The commentary has far outstripped this one. It was a long time. We've been in the Star Trek game for so long. To have a show go viral for 10 full weeks is unheard of. This is unheard of success.
All right, LDG, what do you got going on?
Same thing I got always going on. Pinky trying to take over the world. You know where to find me. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Good night tonight. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Sci-Fi Cynthia, what you got going on?
Alrighty, to all your Prime members and viewers that know me, don't know me, Sci-Fi Story usually cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do my sci-fi watch parties on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time, if my co-host is up for it, usually is. And I do my Saturday streams usually on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. I try to upload a new video on my Sci-Fi Story channel toward the end of the week or the beginning of next week. And on that channel, I cover sci-fi franchises, lore, characters, and places, and all that. I do have another channel, Alt War Slow Down. That one I cover Japanese anime and cartoons in general. Right now, we're doing the Showdown Season 2. And I do the watch parties there on Fridays, 8 p.m. Pacific time, after Goals Watching streams. And every new watch hour, watchman here, just to make more content for you guys. We'll hopefully make food also off YouTube. And if Germ is now away from his mic, I'm going to turn over to Germ to give his own little promotion.
Well, I have the Star Trek pre-show watch party on Saturday, Marshall's on Sunday, and on Monday, Godzilla versus Biollante. And either next week or the week after, I should start having some more shorts come out.
All right, sweet, thank you. And for me, there, Silverbacks Lounge on Thursday. On Friday, we'll have the last episode of season 5 of the Waltons on Friday. Then on Sunday, we should be back to a series of unfortunate events. So thank you, everybody, for coming. And just remember.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.